I'm Mary Mueller, and today we are going to talk about 10 things you can do about the digestive distress, flatulence, and farts on a vegan or plant-based diet that will make it less awful. Something that people, I don't know, like some of the vegan YouTubers have mentioned it, it's out there, but it was definitely real for us. The doctor asked me to go on a plant-based diet, and the next thing you know, oh my gosh, our whole family is having a little bit of a fart problem. So this week my goal was to do a deep dive into what we could do about said fart problem, and I was surprised how many options there really are. So I have them all for you. There's 10 of them, so let's get started. Number 1, make sure to use fresh beans. Expired beans can not only be untasty, but they can be really hard on the digestive system. Make sure you check expiration dates. Just because they're dry doesn't mean they can hang out in the cupboard forever. Try to use the freshest beans that you can. Number 2, when using canned beans and other legumes, drain and rinse them well. I swear I remember somebody on Food Network saying exactly the opposite of this. Don't drain them, that's the good stuff, right? If you want to protect yourself from farts, you want to drain them every single time and rinse them well. I know it seems like an extra step, but it really helps. Number 3, when cooking your own beans, don't take shortcuts. That means you're going to rinse your beans. You're going to soak your beans overnight or 8 hours. Long time, I know. I know that there's directions for doing like a quick soak where you boil them on the stove for maybe 10 minutes or something. Don't do that. If you don't want the farts, no shortcuts for you. Rinse your beans, soak your beans overnight, sort your beans, rinse them one more time. Uh-oh. Doesn't want to move. Here, okay. Rinse them one more time and then cook them in a crock pot, slow cooker setting if you're using a machine. And if you're cooking on the stove, cook at a simmer and take your time. That is your best chance for not having flatulence. Okay, number 4, add a Kombu seaweed leaf to the pot while cooking. Kombu is a seaweed. The Japanese figured this out. This stuff is amazing. I put 1 leaf in the beans I made last night because we just got this, and my husband hasn't farted all day, and he's usually the worst. And yeah, I mean, it just, and that's all. Well, we did soak them overnight and we did cook them slow also, but we haven't tried. I'm about to give you a bunch of spice. We haven't gotten to try a lot of the other stuff that I'm going to tell you about. So this stuff I know works. Okay, number 5, consider sprouted options. They cost a little bit more, but you can find sprouted lentils at the grocery store these days. I hear you can get sprouted beans, but I live in a small town in Northern California. At my grocery store, they have sprouted lentils in several colors. Number 6, consider dropping a little baking soda in your soaking water and or while cooking the beans. This is especially helpful if your water is a little bit on the acidic side. I happen to know that ours is because we have a hot tub, and when I check the water every time we replace water or whatever, I'm always having to put the pH down stuff in there. We're always a little on the acidic side, so I'm sure it's because of our tap water. So that can help a lot. Although if you already have non-acidic water, that's probably not a step you need to try, but it'd be worth a shot. Number 7, consider different types of beans. A Google search revealed that mung, M-U-N-G, that's the one my grocery store had, by the way, mung beans, adzuki, A-D-Z-U-K-I, adzuki. I'm really excited to see what these look like. I ordered some. They're not here yet. I don't know. And Anasazi, Anasazi. I swear I'm getting like these visions of like these ancient like civilizations. I don't know. I couldn't find a whole lot of information about these two, but they're on their way. I've ordered them both from my local store, but it had to be a special order. And when they get here, I will do another video. But those are the 3 varieties that came up as easiest to digest, easy on your stomach. Mung, Adzuki, and Anasazi. And go figure, they're 3 we had never heard of and we weren't sure how to pronounce. They also had a list of most difficult to digest. So if you're new to the plant-based lifestyle or vegan, I would avoid these for a little while your body gets used to digesting beans. The idea is that your body will get better at it as you go and more used to having it all the time. And it's supposed to work poorly going the other direction too, like having grown up vegan and then all of a sudden eating meat. It's supposed to be a bad situation as well. So go figure that it's not great on us to go from meat eaters to bean eaters. But these 3 beans were listed as the worst, the hardest on your digestive system, the most likely to make you have flatulence. So they are lima beans, navy beans, and soybeans. So maybe wait a little while for those. Number 8, consider some spices that may help with digestion. A Google search came up with the following list. Ajowain, Ajawain, Espazote, Epazote, fennel, and asafoetida, which is the one I actually found. They didn't have, well, they had fennel. Fennel's pretty normal. They have that at the grocery store all the time. But asafoetida, I found this at my local grocery store. We haven't opened it yet. I just got it. I'm super excited about this other thing that we can do. But I did Google each of these spices individually, and this is what I found. The Ajowain, Ajawain, is an Indian spice, and it's in the same family as coriander and fennel. And I would expect that to smell good. And there were no notes about it smelling bad. Espazote, Apazote, is a Mexican South American spice. It's actually really popular in like southern Mexico and Guatemala. It was described as having a strong woody flavor and can be very off-putting, which did not inspire a whole lot of excitement, but I did order it. We're going to try all the spices. They did not have espazote and they did not have ajowain at my local grocery store, but they could order it for me. The asafoetida, which I have, is an Indian spice that was described as smelling horrible with a strong off-putting smell when raw. But for some reason, if you combine it with turmeric and cook it, it's supposed to taste and smell like leek or like a pleasant onion smell. And turmeric's so good for you. I mean, I can't see a downside to this. So we're definitely going to try this week. I will let you know how it goes. But I'm deeply amused that it's described to have a pleasant leek flavor or onion flavor when it's combined with turmeric and cooked, but they said don't smell it when it's raw. It'll gross you out and then you might not want to use it. Number 9, consider a digestive enzyme supplement. They do make ones that are specific for beans. My local health food store only had the more general one, and we happen to have that in the cupboard already, so I didn't buy it again, but I ordered the bean one. It's not here yet. Number 10, well, consider an over-the-counter medicine. There's several of them that you can get at any store. I don't know how good they are. My husband has not had much luck with them, but they are there for, you know, an option. And those are my 10 things that you can do about the digestive distress, flatulence, and farts on a vegan or plant-based diet that will make it less awful. These are things that you can do so that it won't be so bad. And I hope some of this helps us. Thanks.